let's get ready to reload. That's what the zombie survival show, I'm always afraid I'm going to say those two words backwards, wants us to do for them, for the next little, I don't know if I want to call it a contest, it was more like a challenge. Unfortunately, time slipped away from me, and I got really busy. I had a little one who had a big birthday, and I'm going to be entering really late. I have to get this in the next couple hours, so I'll try to make it short. We were supposed to do a few different things we could choose from, and one of the things was to show our favorite gun. I'm usually not quite that worried about being safe. It's my gun and I know how I store it. This is a 9mm Hi-Point. It is manufactured here in Ohio, so it is made in the USA. And yes, it is not a very expensive gun, but the reason why it is my favorite is because it is my very first gun. It's all mine, registered to me, and I don't have to share it with anybody. And I think it makes me special. So anyway, even though we have a lot of other guns that I probably would like to shoot better or might have more fun with, this is my favorite because it's completely mine. I have extra clips and extra bullets right with it. Of course, I have more bullets in another location, and I can't wait to go shoot it again. However, for this video, as I said, I'm running late and it's after dark and I couldn't show you. So, since I couldn't fulfill the requirement of showing you my favorite gun in action, I will show you part of one of the other requirements. I didn't want to get my dugout bag back on the table and take it apart so that you guys had to sit through another 30-minute video with me. So we're going to talk about the bag I carry every day and what I have in it to get me home. This is my handy-dandy lady bag. And I need to get a bigger one because I'm starting to get a little too much that I carry every single day. And of course, everybody has car keys. That's a no-brainer. And you gotta have a pen. Oh. And besides my little trinket knife, because it's not overly my favorite. It works. It's a tack force. It's a good little knife, but it's half serrated, and I use it more for cutting tags and cutting things that the kids need me to cut. So it's not one that I really rely on a lot for heavy-duty tasks. That's all that's in there. And this one, just because there's nothing really that flat that I keep that's overly tactical, it's just my checkbook. But when we get into here, we get a little more heavy. This is my Mora, and if we need to pull it out and we know we're going to use it a lot, I have my neck cord, and I can take it off if I need to and use it as cordage to keep from tearing apart my bracelets that I wear. And I have a fire steel on the side of it, my little Ranger bands holding it on. And it is a Mora of Sweden. And just so you don't think I'm a little girl carrying around a bag of little toys, I keep them kind of sharp. Actually, I don't do it. The hillbilly sharpens them for me because he's better at it. And if you don't watch, you will cut yourself in my bag. So kind of keeps people from sticking their hands where it doesn't belong. What else? Of course, there is a date book. Let's tear that sucker up and use it for paper if we need to. Kindling if we need fire bad enough. No dates as important as needing a fire. Wet wipes. Those actually come in handy for a whole lot of uses. I got my little spoon and fork, knife. I can eat anywhere I go. And yeah, I probably wouldn't use this, but one of the kids would probably need something, or you know, I can't eat this with my fingers. So, you know, you pull that out and you're good to go. This is my show-off bag, because no matter where I'm at, it doesn't fail. Somebody gets a boo-boo, and everybody sends them to me. Because I have Band-Aids, I have Neosporin, Bug Bite, Tylenol, and even the adults, Tums, tape, gauze, scissors. If something happens and you can't find a knife or a pair of scissors in this bag, there's something wrong with you. I got a little bit of all of it. And I went on a church outing just last weekend. One little girl came to us, and I'm not really sure how she got mud splashed on her, but had mud on her face. And I pulled out a wipe and wiped her off. Her little sister wasn't 10 minutes later. She cried her foot was hurting. I said, well, honey, take off your sock and let me see. And she had a big old blister that had popped on top of her foot, and her sock and her shoe was rubbing. So I put a little salve on it and put a Band-Aid and some tape all the way around so it wouldn't come off. Everybody just thought I was magic. And one child actually looked at me and said, boy, I wish my mommy would carry stuff like that in her purse. Well, honey, I'm sorry. Maybe I can work on her. Now, this one is really special. And the funny thing is, when I got this knife, I got it with instruction not to expect too much. I got it from Mr. N.D. Cooey, a wonderful friend of mine. And he told me not to expect too much because it's a cheapie. But what he didn't realize was, the second that he gave it to me, it was no longer a cheapie. Because now, it has sentimental value. Because now I carry it because he gave it to me. Not because it's useful, not because it's pretty, not for any other reason. And actually, it has a straight blade, and very sharp, which I really like. And it has a wonderful little pull-up mechanism. So, it also has a clip. I can use it for many things. It's got a glass break. It's got the seat belt. So actually, Mr. N.D. Cooey, it's very invaluable, and I thank you very much. So, never, ever, ever give somebody something and think that it means nothing, because sometimes it's a lifestyle. We're still on one side. I got one more side to go. I've got a 5-hour energy, just in case that were to happen, and you know, I had to get home and I needed that boost. And there are times when you need a little medicine, and sometimes I need a little more of a boost. There's a permanent marker. Sometimes you need to mark things, and sometimes it comes off, especially when you have kids. An ink pen, just in case I'm ever somewhere and they demand that they take all my weapons. Well, normally they don't take ink pens. I'm a mommy, I need an ink pen. So I would still have a blade. And there's one of these in each pouch. So I'm always going to have a blade. I don't care what you take from me. I will find a way to still have a blade. Yay, we're at the end of that pouch. Okay, let's go to this one. Yeah, this is all coming out of this bag. I hope you can see. I'm not pulling this out of anywhere else, I swear. Sometimes the kids get a little hungry, so raisins are great. Sometimes mommies get a little hungry, so sugar-free Reese cups work really well. You should always carry the book you're working on, so you know, you got some downtime. Keep that mind going. You don't want to sit down and have nothing to do. Another good friend of mine, City Survivalist, sent me this. This is Survival Sense, and it has the 5 C's of survival, the 5 W's of picking a campsite, the 5 R's of self-reliance, self-rescue, the 5 B's of building a shelter, what to do if you're lost, signaling, changing meters into feet, ground to air, distress signals, Very handy little thing, and he laminated it so it can get wet or anything. And I still have this little card, and it's just one little sheet. So it fits really handy in my purse. Almost done, I'm trying to hurry. This is just a little wallet. I keep a bunch of cards in, my bank cards and all that happy stuff. And no pouch is complete unless it has a little knife. So if there's a place to hide one, I stick it in there. Like I said, you never know when you're going to get in a situation where they can see what you have and demand that you hand it over. I want to make sure that they're in every pouch, every pocket, everywhere. My camera, just a regular digital camera. It's handy for taking pics of the kids, and you know, there's other reasons to make sure you have a camera with you at all times, because you never know what's going to happen. Just sheets of paper, ink pens, permanent marker. Again, never know what's hiding in an ink pen. I got them everywhere, guys. We're getting close now. Extra cigarettes, extra lighters. And that's another thing. I thought I was a really, really bad prepper, because on the same church outing, I snuck away, because this was an all-day outing, to have a cigarette out of view of kids. Being my own little sneaky self, I tried to light my cigarette, my lighter wouldn't work. And I had cleaned out my purse and didn't realize I didn't stick an extra lighter in there. That's why I keep pulling them out. There's a whole package in here now. I have over 100 lighters upstairs in a box, never opened, just in preps. And I was caught without a lighter. Bad prepper. Bad prepper. Don't do that. See, another lighter. This, my little knife with a cordage lanyard, was made for me by Sheepdog Knives. A wonderful, wonderful little nicker. Sorry guys, it is really sharp, but it does a really great job. I just couldn't get it to pull down right. What else is in here? Sheepdog's probably going to see that and go, I'm going to wring your neck. No, he really wouldn't tell me that. He'd laugh at me. Okay, what else? Oh, yeah, I'm asthmatic. Okay. Oh, can't lose it though. This is a Swiss Army knife. That was sad. This one is actually made, or it was made for the Marlboro Company when they used to let you cash in all those points back in the day. Yeah, I smoke way too much to get this little knife. Let's see if this one will make a fool out of me too. Yep. There we go. Now I can get in there. I'm not a paper cutter. Give me something bigger. Swiss Army knife. This was actually a gift to my son for his birthday. It's just a little tiny multi-tool, only he got the great big version. And I said, you should let Mommy carry the little one in her purse. And he did, so I guess I got a present too. And it has all kinds of nifty little screwdrivers and pop bottle openers and a can opener and a small knife. It's got all kinds of cute little gadgets on it. Let's see if I have any more in here. Oh, cell phone. Hey, I even got some money. Woohoo! And this one, I doubt if this thing would cut paper. It was actually a 3-piece set. He got this one, and a big multi-tool. He got to keep the big multi-tool. And he said, here, Mom, you can have this too. Because this stupid thing is impossible to close. Let's see if it'll cut paper just for fun. I can't cut paper with a good knife, let alone Walmart knife. Yeah, I can't cut this at all. Hey! Almost. But this takes just about all the strength I had in a thumb to close it. So, and I think, boys and girls, we might be done with my get-home bag. I have some chewing gum and another lighter. and some change. So, all of this fits in here, and I carry it every day. I would like to carry a little bit more, especially a couple more knives, because I'm really getting into those. Those are cool. I think I'm going to buy a bigger purse. I think I'm going to get some more, and I'm going to try to get to some more gun videos when I can. But I hope this was good enough, and I'm sorry I didn't exactly meet word for word all of the criteria that you had. Last thing I need to throw in there, he wanted a shout out. I also want to shout out his channel, the Zombie Survival Show channel. Sorry, I could not say that 3 times fast, honey. He also wanted us to shout out a channel with less subs than us. And I've been doing this for a while, but I have a friend who hasn't been doing it very long at all. And his channel is, let me make sure I get it right, I hate to make mistakes, JNull0. And I'll put a link to that down below. And he is a really great guy. Sometimes he comes across a little rough. He's another hillbilly just like us. He works really hard for everything he has. He's a super dad, super person, and I'm backing him all the way. So give him a look-see and see what you think. I'll talk to you guys later. Remember, live for today and prep for tomorrow. Bye-bye.